Well, that's what you'll be doing on a constant basis if you don't use any dust extraction with your Festool Domino. And this is the DF700 EQ, and it's a lovely machine. I like using it. What do you think of the haircut? It's my Velcro cut. That's my bike helmet stays on my head. Oh, 2 pairs of glasses. So anyway, I've got a fester. Anyway, basically what I wanted to do is show you what the difference between using any form of I can't look at myself. Any form of extraction with the Festool Domino and without using any extraction, and to show you the reasoning why it's a good idea. Now, I'm going to need to join 2 bits of timber together, so I'm just going to quickly whack some slots in, some mortises, and then we can have a look and have a see what's going on regarding how much rubbish collects in the actual machine. So I'll do a couple first with the dust extraction. Just bring it down a little bit. There you go. With some dust extraction, and I've lost the fitting for the end of my domino, so I don't know where it's gone. So I'm gonna have to make do. So there we go. Make do in process. Consider this is not a tight fit. It's got reproduction. Got that on there. We'll make a couple of cuts, and then we'll have a look. We'll have a look and see what it's like. Alright, I just made 2 cuts. 2 mortises using just a basic vac. It's not obviously Festool. It's just going through my this is a shop vac I got next door that goes to Cyclone. But it seems to do the job quite nicely, to be fair. There's just enough suction there to do the job. So if you look here, there's pretty much no build up of chippings and what have you. Remember, I'm not editing this video, so I'm not trying to fool you. There's no build-up of chippings or anything in there, which is quite good. So now I'm going to use it without any extraction. And there's a couple of things we need to point out with this machine is, at the moment, I'm only doing shallow cuts. So they're only down 30mm. But if you do deep cuts, you'll find it become more of an issue not using dust extraction. Not because of the amount of waste that you're creating, but what it actually does to the machine itself. So I'm going to make a few cuts without any dust extraction and see what it looks like, shall we? I might get you a bit closer. Not to my head, though. Back that way. Down you go. Down you go. Down. Right, let's bring you. Right, so I've got 1, 2, got a few there to do. Let's see what happens. Right, I've made 2 cuts, same as I did with the extraction. But this time I did it without extraction, and if you look in there, you can see all that build up in there of dust. See that? Or cuttings, chippings, you know, from the domino cutter. So let's have a look at that. It's a clever machine. One day the painting might run out, and then there might be a cheap version. So the other reason why we don't want to use this machine without dust extraction is because you'll find, which I'll show you now, that the actual mortises will be full of dust. You can see in there. It's full of it. Yeah? What I didn't drag out, it left in. And the same with that one there. But then look at the ones that have been extracted. They're clear. I ain't run the airline in them. I'll run the airline in them anyway, but let's have a look. So that's not too bad. Not too bad. Loads more. And that one, loads more. So that's a good reason why you should use some form of shop vac with your Festool. Obviously, ideally the Festool shop vacs, because I have to admit they are blooming good, but so expensive. But my little Nilfisk vac is quite powerful anyway. And I say little, it's quite chunky. It's similar, actually, it's probably the same as the. Got one there. There you go. That's the same as the Makita. The Makita one's actually a nil fisk with Makita branding. But anyway, that's neither here or there. Anyway, that is my Festool Domino DF700 with dust extraction and without. Now, the problem is, if you don't use dust extraction, other than the mess, it causes a fundamental issue with the machine. Now, the machine has a stop in it. Now, if I think you see there is, can you see that? It's a much build up in there. It's starting already. There's only 2 cuts been done without extraction, and it's all building up in there. But can you see that in here, there is, I'll tell you what, let's take this off. There might be a better way of showing you, although I need a tool to do it. Bear with us. Right, I'm just going to remove the carriage from the Festool using the span that comes with the Festool, and there's a little place here where you put it in and you just lift it up and it pops it off. Ain't that easy? So, ow, just knelt on a screw. Oh, that hurts. Right, so you slide it out of there. Probably want to clean anyway. And as you can see here, there's your cutter that rotates but also oscillates from side to side. But the bit we want to have a look at is in the carriage. Now this part here is very important to be kept clear of chippings and resin. Because if you do a lot of pine, or Douglas fir, you're going to get a lot of resin build up. Well, actually Douglas fir is a pine, it's actually not a fir, is it? But anyway, you get a lot of resin build up. And if you get resin build up on that, that is your stop. So if you're doing full depth, let's say for instance, you're going to be doing cuts that are 70mm, that's the depth of cut on this machine, like so. If you're going to move this up to 70mm, so you're going to push that all the way up. The problem is that stop needs its full length of travel. You see that pushes right up, yeah? Well, that was close. I'll unplug it. As an example, that was obviously done on purpose. Unplug your machine before working on it. That could have been nasty, but not video, wouldn't it? It would be a snuff, like a snuff video. But anyway, luckily it was nowhere near me hand. Bit, just a bit scary. But as you see in there, that stop there. As you push that carriage up, what happens? I was pushed on there. It's holding it there. I actually pushed the button against my fingers. But anyway, as that slides up, that stop. If it has any rubbish build up in that little metal bit that I showed you earlier, that part there, you see it there, that cannot go all the way. Now let's say for instance you're doing a string of, or a quantity of 70mm deep mortises for a hefty joint or whatever, well then you could have a problem when you're assembling 2 pieces together. Now, if you haven't left a lot of clearance on the end of your mortises, when you're trying to clamp up, you might not be able to pull them up because you'll have, each mortise might have 1, maybe 2mm reduced depth of cut because you didn't clear that little stop. And having that reduced length, depth of cut accumulated could be 2, 3, 4, 5, even 5mm. So you might get a situation where you can't actually physically clamp your wood together because the actual dominoes themselves will stop you from doing so. But anyway, that is my little video on why you should be using dust extraction on the Festool Domino DF700, and probably the same with the DF500, but I don't have one. I'd like one. But it's a great little machine, but use it with dust extraction, and whenever you work on it, always unplug it. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you're most kind, click like and subscribe, and maybe the little bell icon, because then you get a warm fuzzy feeling in your pocket, and that'll be me uploading another video. Yeah, and I'm not going to edit this one. No. Thank you for watching. What do you think of my hair? Like Velcro. It's actually quite hard to pull your t-shirt over your head. It gets stuck halfway. It's like... Yeah, it's a little bit odd. Yeah, but it's good in the workshop because you can just, like, get the airline and just. I've had a wash, missus. Anyway, see you later.